shit was good.
I mean, I kind of wish I had ordered something, but I mean, it was good. I can't complain.
You got the
Texas bowl. Yeah, it was like Texas fajita without the fajita shells.
What they put in?
You roll one?
Everything.
I will.
Okay.
Everything that's in the Texas fajita, but just without the tortilla shells.
Shit, that's why I just stuck with the chalupas.
But you was up on them, and then when he came to the table, he was like, "Chalupas,
chalupas, baby." I had a chalupa in forever.
I feel like a chalupa is like the safe bet for niggas.
Hell yeah,
it is,
all day. You cannot argue with a chalupa.
The chalupa is like the safe bet for niggas.
I love me some small boat food.
You can't even get in. Like even if you go to Taco Bell, right?
Nah, I don't even fuck with that.
I'm just saying, like even if you go to Taco Bell, like.
You gonna be
if you see chalupa, you like, let me get one of them guys.
Because I ain't doing the Mexican pizza no more.
No, I can't.
Yeah, tripping.
Nah, I can't do that.
It's still worth the diarrhea, dog.
No,
like the
not.
shit is good,
no,
bro. It's worth the diarrhea,
dude. When I saw how they made the meat,
it's Taco Bell. Do you see how they make Doritos? You still eat?
I don't eat Doritos.
What's some little?
When last time you see me eat a bag of Doritos?
You'll eat some Doritos.
I'll eat a
if I had
Dorito like. I eat some late July looking Doritos, but I ain't eating Doritos.
Now Dorito, they got some hot Cheeto Doritos now. It's crazy.
No, that's some nasty shit. Anyway,
that's a little wild.
Anyway, welcome to another episode of Talking in Tangents. We have a very new format today. We all went and saw Nope today, written, directed, and produced because it says it in the movie credits by Jordan Peele. So I guess we can just go ahead and open this bitch up. What the fuck did y'all think of this movie?
I guess we can start with that.
Also, before we say anything, spoiler alerts.
Yes, definitely spoiler alerts, and we can, I guess we can open up with our first takes and kind of be, vague. But then as soon as we get into it, we're going to get into it. If you haven't seen it, understand that's what we're talking about.
Don't click on this shit if you ain't seen the movie. Yeah. Or if you plan to see the movie. If you don't plan to see the movie, go ahead, listen to our funny anecdotes. Let's go.
And whenever we post it, we need to put that on the, thing.
No question.
But so I guess we can open up with your scale from 1 to 10. Where does it rate? And so twofold. Scale 1 to 10 as far as movies, period, and then scale 1 to 10 as far as Jordan Peele
movies, period. In the sense of like, where do I rank it amongst movies that I like, or overall, just as a movie?
Yeah, as a movie.
Okay.
And then the second fold is comparative to all of Jordan Peele's work so far, which is Us. And,
so I haven't seen Us.
Okay.
The thing is, I'll be real with you. I'm not into scary movies. My mom was into that stuff, but she was more so into like sci-fi now I think about it. But that wasn't really my bag. I'm not into scary shit because to me, scary movies involve somebody doing something stupid. They just doing something that you're like, come on, man, really? That's what you thought to do in this moment?
And that's another bit of why I enjoyed this movie was because he played with that. He played with that trope of horror movies where that was a whole built-in scene. That was like the first introduction to what we were going to be dealing with, and everybody in the theater unanimously was like, "Nope." Everybody, like, it wasn't corny, it wasn't forced. It was like, "Oh yeah. Nah."
So okay, all right. So after watching the movie and sitting through that 2 hours, 6 minutes movie.
Wait, we didn't let him answer his 1 to 10.
Okay, what's your 1 to 10? Well, none of us did actually.
Okay, all right.
Go ahead.
Mine's was 7. That is where I give it. I'm at a solid 7.
Yeah. So what you talking about me? I gave it a C, so I guess around a 7. Like if I could throw a decimal point, a 6.8. It's like a D. Like you gonna go to summer school after.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. I give that shit like at least an 8.2.
8.2.
All right.
Okay. 8.2 because it was entertaining for it was definitely entertaining, and that is the focal point of it.
Okay.
It was definitely entertaining. I'm not watching this movie to learn something.
It's not about it. I'm a cinephile, so you know me.
Or anything like that. But it was shot beautifully.
Yeah, it was done pretty well.
It was shot beautifully. Were there holes in the story?
No question.
Yes.
No
question. But what movie doesn't have holes in the story?
But it was
even the greatest. Even the greatest movie.
Glaring
even
holes.
the greatest.
So name like one of the best films of all time with like a stupid plot hole.
Malcolm X.
Ooh, wait, how?
How? That's based off fucking reality, my nigga.
Are you talking about white people? Is that the plot hole that you don't like?
White people ain't that nice.
No, but real talk. Like, what is your?
It went through too quick. If we're being honest,
Dude, when you talking about that movie was damn near 3 hours long.
what I'm saying is it didn't show all them years that after he got out of jail.
Well,
You know
yeah.
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
when he got out of jail, he went straight
where he-
to Islam.
He did, but it wasn't. He
didn't show,
he didn't
like,
become that
the-
nigga. Since,
Yeah, it didn't show the.
No, they didn't show his struggle. I read that.
No,
book.
no, I mean I read the book too because like they
They didn't show none of his struggle. They didn't show none of his. If you look at the Malcolm X movie, they didn't show.
Well, you
they
can.
They show a good amount of his struggle before he became Malcolm X, but they didn't show any of his struggle on the way to becoming Malcolm X.
Okay,
if
fair.
that makes sense.
Okay, fair enough.
He
Fair
literally
enough.
came out and was Malcolm X. How the fuck did he come out and be Malcolm
Right.
X when nobody know him?
You jump from
And he
Detroit
got-
Red to
and-
Malcolm
and
X
now
just
he
like
can-
that.
And now
No, he went
he
from
commands
the-
so much power that he can have these people who show up at a hospital where these niggas got beat. He commands so much power.
That wasn't. Hold on.
No,
That-
you being a
gap,
little-
That gap was a little bit longer than you think it
Yeah,
is.
like-
Oh, okay.
But I get what
Brother
you're saying.
Johnson, I know what you mean now. I know what you mean, Brother Johnson. No, I mean, with Malcolm X,
But it's just
that's the thing about biopics.
But it's
Yeah.
just movies like that.
they're-
It's just that's how I view
Okay.
movies. That's how I view movies. Like we have to look at it like we don't know how much time has passed in between each
Right.
scene, right? They want us to believe that, like, if we technically look at that movie, right, without it going from day to night, we would all assume that movie
that was 4 months.
that movie might have
I
happened.
don't know what the time frame was.
That,
on that.
That was about-
that movie
About
might have
solid
happened.
7 years. From the time
His
from,
dad died. Oh, well,
No,
spoiler alert.
I'm talking about from. I mean, no. Oh, we. Well, all right.
We're talking about Malcolm X. We're
Okay,
talking about Malcolm X.
actually, so let's go ahead and just get back to the note.
Yeah,
We
both
can talk
dads
about Malcolm
died.
X. Yeah, both dads died.
Damn.
So
Absentee.
We just
So-
talking,
so don't get me wrong.
Suspension of disbelief.
yeah,
Which
well, in the biopic, you got to understand creative license always is taken. Like as far as him being introduced to Islam, it wasn't by some character named Bane. That movies employ what they call composite characters, where they take 2 or 3 people and make them one person just for the fact of cinematic reason. Like you seen the movie Pursuit of Happiness.
yeah.
So by the time all that happened, he was on wife number 2. So they put both wives together as far as the
book
as far as the actual events that transpired. So, but Nope is actual. It's a horror film written by Jordan Peele. Completely fictional.
Yeah.
Now, I will say the movie for me started strong, and then when they started dealing with the extraterrestrial,
Yes.
it just shit started getting
Started to fall apart.
So how you figuring this shit out, my nigga?
Yeah.
Like you had a nigga that worked at a fake ass Best Buy, Circuit City ass nigga.
High five.
Fries.
Fries or something.
Hold on, that's a real franchise.
Yeah,
that's a real franchise.
Yeah. I used to go to Fry's with my dad.
I know you did.
Y'all was a real tech nurse. That shit is expensive.
Hell yeah. I mean,
That shit is expensive.
but you could build a
But
computer in that bitch.
no, they had the deals in the front with the bag.
And
Yeah.
you get them
So
little
you
cards.
can get like I got this from Fry's, right? Normally,
It's a battery. It's a battery.
Normally it would have been like
Charge the battery.
$30, right?
And you got an LED.
I got it for $10.
Okay.
Fries, damn, that's dope. But yeah, that fries was the
Yeah,
plug that they
with
put in
the
there.
plug, and you had this nigga setting up a whole security network. First of all, ain't no nigga at Fry's setting up none of that type of shit. There's a regular nigga who that's all he does, setting up those fucking movies. But again, this is a movie. They have to employ some way to
And
tell.
that wouldn't have added to the overall plot to
Yeah.
add that detail in.
Now,
wouldn't
that
have,
being said, the character from Fry's had no business being in the movie.
but I'm not gonna say he was a waste. I disagree with the idea that he was a
What
waste.
did he do? Besides
I mean,
installing cameras and be like, "Yo, I see a cloud that ain't moving." Now, don't get me wrong. He alerted them
if I had to
niggas.
stretch, if I could stretch it just a little bit, he validated what was going on. He validated the suspense of what was going on.
But you know what would have validated it more had they told other people.
Well, he was the other people.
Nobody would.
It-
I'm talking about somebody that
Was
mattered.
no.
Who was
nobody-
going to matter? The dude that did matter. Now his death was completely pointless. the one person that they did involve that actually mattered on a bigger picture, pan out to nothing.
No, his death made so much sense.
All right, so who we talking about here?
The producer guy,
the director or whatever.
yeah. What was his? I don't remember
The
his
dude
character's name.
that came in.
You talking about? So you mean the cinematographer that came in?
Yeah.
So not the Asian cat.
Oh no,
I don't get it. I don't get that part. Like, I wanted it, like, and that's what Justin was getting at.
I understand why the Asian cat was there, but I don't understand his character.
Yeah, I don't understand the purpose. Like the first half of the movie felt like a completely different movie than the second half. Like you could have split those two movies and they would have been,
And I wasn't a fan of the Quentin Tarantino title card transition.
I like that though. I like that.
I actually wasn't digging.
That's what I enjoyed the most. But that's why that movie got a solid 7 for me, is because it was so stylized. The wardrobe was fantastic.
The wardrobe was like chain.
You know what I'm saying? The music was lacking. I was shocked.
I don't even remember the music.
I think the music was.
I don't even. I honestly don't. I don't remember anything.
It wasn't that much music.
Okay.
It wasn't that much music, but it was decent.
Yeah.
All I know, like, stand out. So who stood out in the movie?
First of all, Lucky. Hey man. You know
Lucky's a horse.
Lucky, man.
And he was a black horse.
He was a black horse. He was definitely a black horse.
When them folks tried to get him go out there,
nope.
Lucky was like, nah,
I'm good.
Y'all can take y'all. I'm gonna stay up in this glass house, and y'all can.
It was a whole crowd of people like, man, you bitch. He was like, yep.
I'll be that. I ain't looking up either. Everybody looked up, and Lucky was still there. He like, I told you, host.
Oh man. And Keke Palmer, real talk, comedic relief. If you would have told me Jordan Peele's come out with new movies, sci-fi, aliens, Keke Palmer is the comedic relief, I'm like, I would put my hand in my face. I'm like, oh no. I mean, she was the best part of this movie by far.
I like Keke Palmer. I seen her in Pimp, and that was amazing.
I haven't seen in Pimp.
There's
a movie called Pimp.
She was the pimp.
Oh, really? That makes sense.
She was like a damn. I forgot to put the full saying. She was like she was literally the pimp.
She was the madam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I got to see that. For me, Keke Palmer.
It was like, don't get me wrong. Like, are there better movies? Yeah, but
I mean, Keke Palmer to me she did a good job. She kept me in the movie, honestly. Yeah. But with that being said, I felt like Keke Palmer just played Keke Palmer.
No, well, yes and no.
Like I feel like the responses of that character was the same responses of the legit.
And I might
Keke
be
Palmer,
a little biased.
which to me isn't a bad thing in this situation because
is that a bad thing?
No, what I'm saying is it's a perfect character for her because she's able to bring out her actual personality in that character so much. That's what I mean.
Keke Palmer was as much Keke Palmer as Will Smith was in Men in Black. To where, technically that's just Will, but there was a little bit of added layers. You're like, okay, cool, I can dig this character as an individual. Like I can gather this character as an individual.
Just from because you think about Keke Palmer from the time she was a child to that movie, she doesn't have a lot of roles as far as like because she took a lot of time off. She got health problems, things like that. She dealt with skin. Yes, if you looked in just looking
I
at
didn't know that.
So yeah, she has real bad skin. Like
I know she got skin issues, but like she got like terminal issue, like
not terminal issue, but
not
but it's like I don't know if it's autoimmune disease or something like that. But it's something that's I wouldn't call it debilitating, but it does affect her.
She's even she got a hold of.
Yeah, but I mean, for the most part, yes. I mean, she took that time off and to get that together. Now for a first major role coming back to all that, I fucks with it. She did a good job. No, don't get me wrong. That next role, I feel like Keke Palmer is gonna expound upon what she did in this movie. Yeah, a lot more. Like she's definitely gonna fucking push the envelope a little bit more.
I think Jordan Peele probably gave her a lot of creative freedom in this movie.
Oh, no question.
You can tell she riffed a lot.
Yeah, she did what the fuck she wanted to do.
Yeah,
and Keke Palmer is the type of talent that she has a personality where she can kind of walk in the room. Everybody like, yo, that's that person.
That's a big person, yeah.
And she can, and everybody be like, oh my God, I just want to be next to her.
I thought she was dope in this movie. I did think that she kind of overplayed her role a little bit, but at the same time, I appreciated it, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah.
The best thing although y'all disagree, I like the old boy. What's his name?
Angel.
Yeah.
Want to play Angel?
Angel.
No.
Yeah.
No. The black dude.
Oh, main character.
Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel Kaluuya's. I don't. What was his
I don't
character's
know.
name?
Otis Jr.
Otis. Yeah, OJ. Yeah, that's because that was
Yo, because they called me on guard. He like, OJ a genius, and I'm like, that's the only time you gonna hear someone say OJ is a genius.
Yeah.
The movie started so strong.
It started
on
strong,
every
bro.
level, man.
When I watched it, if I'm being honest, it was almost close to being the perfect movie for me, because when the movie started, I didn't even know the movie had started. I was just watching this shit, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
I knew by then.
I was like, "Oh shit!" The
When
movie
the monkey
started.
paw, you know.
Yeah, when the lights got lower. I mean, that's how all movie
The
theaters
movie
are.
started. Now, see,
No,
if
but
it's
I
one
was
thing,
saying his
if it's
lead in was smooth.
now,
It
if
was
it's
very
one
smooth.
thing that I'm disappointed in that movie about,
Okay, what you got?
they could have went so much further with that fucking monkey, dog.
Yeah,
They could have went so much further with that monkey.
there's a whole world there's a whole story we could have told
You would
just
think-
with the monkey.
You would think what Jordan Peele did in Get Out, that they would have had like a deeper.
Yeah,
The monkey would have had like a more glaring. This is what this is,
yeah.
because the deer.
Well, no, I think he used it to it was perfect. He used it to the point where, yeah, you know what's going on with the monkey, and on top of that, you know that the monkey wasn't inherently
evil.
violent,
No.
Right.
and or it wasn't that they pushed him too far or
Right.
whatever. He just had
He had
something
enough.
happened in it, and it was too much for him, and then he just went wild, right? And then all the people that wasn't fucking with him,
Mm-hmm.
he fucked up. And then the one that was fucking with him, he was like, "My nigga,
Sorry, I
like
had to
I
do
know,
it,
I know you seen me, bro.
It is what
Listen,
it is.
let me extend my arm to you." And they
They,
killed.
they shot that.
And
nigga.
there was a through line, so we had to put all the pieces together. And that's one thing I respect a lot about any filmmaker, and especially Jordan Peele, is make me walk away with your stuff. Like don't make me like, I don't want it to be all in front, and then it is what it is. Give me some kind of depth, some kind of substance.
I do feel like I have to
where-
watch it again.
And so to go to what you were saying as far as the monkey, a lot of it was the quote. What was the quote? When you're dealing with the predator, you have to have an agreement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was the gist of the movie. They were dealing with a predator, and the dude figured it out. He was like,
Don't look at the predator.
he was like, you can't look it in the eye. And
Well,
he was
it's just you have to have that agreement.
that
right?
agreement.
So like, if it's two predators, right? All right, one gonna eat the other, unless both of them can come to the agreement.
Right.
Unless both of them can be like, all right, you can eat this, and I'm gonna eat this.
Well, my question.
So when
The plot hole for me in that part is, why the fuck did he eat that hot air balloon at the end?
Because it seemed like it ate everything, and
it
that's
just seemed like it was like it had no
he had ate the
like for an alien
he was eating-
predator, you would think it would be smarter than that.
he was eating the
we're not sure if it was.
he was
an
eating
alien.
the wacky waving inflatable arm
That was an
flailing
alien.
tube man.
He was eating that
What
too.
was an ancient dragon?
We didn't know what it was. It
he
could
was-
have been.
He was eating the wacky waving inflatable arm flailing
Shut the
tube man. He was eating them
Shut up, you was
because they were
watching
looking
Family
at him.
Guy. That nigga was- That's how you learned that whole.
They was
fucking-
looking at him,
I'm mad you remember.
and he ate
He
every
like,
single
who
one.
you?
the
That
dog shit
nigga
out
was
of
up in the sky. Who the fuck you looking at? He ate that. He ate a. Was it black? Did that look
No,
black?
it was
to you?
Asian.
It was Asian.
Yeah, it was the guy. It was Glenn. Or what's that guy? What's his character's
I don't
name?
know his real name.
Damn, it was the
I don't remember
Asian
his
cat
name.
from
From Walking Dead.
From
We
The
gonna call
Walking
him
Dead.
Glenn.
We gonna call him Glenn
because we're not
racist.
looking. We're not looking. No, you don't. I mean, you
No,
know
that
what?
wouldn't be racist,
You know what?
technically.
Everybody's racist. Let's go ahead and say
Definitely.
that.
That's a whole nother conversation. But everybody a little racist. Ain't nothing wrong with being a
And-
little racist.
Especially if it's
no,
true.
No. That nigga wanted to be a great actor, do some great shit, so we remember your name.
hey, you know.
I mean, I don't remember a lot of characters' names.
But you remember great actors?
Mm.
Denzel, come on,
I mean,
you know him.
But who don't know Denzel?
And it was-
his name
why?
alone. His
But
name
why?
alone.
But why?
Glory.
And it was some actors. It was some actors.
And Malcolm X.
But you damn sure don't remember that nigga from Jason's Lyric, the brother. But he been
Which
in
one?
But he been in everything.
Yeah.
Bokeem Woodbine,
Mm-hmm.
Evil Dave Chappelle. I remember that nigga. When you talk about, I seen him in Caught Up.
Evil Dave Chappelle.
That nigga was in goddamn.
This nigga said
That
Evil
nigga,
Dave.
that nigga was in Black Dynamite. He don't look like Evil Dave Chappelle. Get the fuck out of here.
Hell no. Who is you?
Oh,
Hell
my
no,
God.
nigga. I
That
can't
ni-
get
that-
it. Who is you?
He go, man,
That's
Evil
Black
Dave
Dynamite. Shut up,
Chappelle.
nigga.
Nigga never asked you.
His career started at least 15 years before Dave
Dude.
Chappelle, and he's Evil Dave Chappelle.
Nah, they started around the same time.
Did they?
Actually, yeah. Dave Chappelle, you gotta remember Dave Chappelle started when he was 15 years old. By the time he was 18, you gotta remember he was in Mel Brooks.
He really should have been
Men in
the
Tights.
harder they fall.
He was like 19, 20. Yeah,
He should have.
that would have been dope.
That would have
He
been
really
fire.
should've
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
the harder they fall.
But yeah,
He should have played the crooked sheriff that the comedian played. What was his name? Which is a good, he did a good job too.
I don't even remember.
The sheriff who took over when Idris Elba character went away.
Yeah.
Oh,
He had the goatee.
Dion Cole.
Yeah,
Dion
which he
Cole.
did a damn good job. In that
I'm not
role.
gonna lie, when Dion Cole, I was like, damn, they would give him a fuck.
I mean, he got that face. He got that.
Dion Cole don't have the face to be the nigga that
Hey,
lives
you
to
know-
the end. He don't.
Listen. I'm.
He
You know
like-
who I'm waiting to
He
get an
definitely a
action
sacrifice
movie.
nigga.
You know who I'm waiting to get an action movie though.
Who?
What's old boy from Atlanta?
You talking about
The weird dude.
the weird dude who remind me of you.
Lakeith Stanfield.
Keith
Man,
Stanfield.
I
when
don't
he
say it.
if he get a fucking 007 James Bond type movie type something
I see-
something like that,
I see like a Guardians of
Equalizer,
the. I see like a Guardians of the
Equalizers,
Galaxy
anything
type
like
thing
that,
for him.
bro. That shit finna be fire,
I see-
dog.
I see-
like
that nigga can act.
I
dog.
see some Guardian of the Galaxy, maybe something like a
That
Cowboy
nigga can
Bebop-ish type of.
We can't get too stylized with him because we gotta let his weird be a fixture.
Well, that's what I
Then-
mean.
We got
I'm-
but see, Cowboy Bebop, the whole world is weird. You know what I'm saying? We gotta let his weird kind of be like a beacon. Like you know,
I'm saying
he gotta
he
stand
can,
out. Like
I'm
Okay,
saying
I
he
see what
can.
you mean.
I'm saying
You know?
he can act, bro. Like no matter what it is, he can act. Like
yeah, he can act.
depending on, he's played different characters, but yet they all seem like the same character.
They do.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's Denzel too.
It's very much Denzel.
Like you
They all
see,
seem
an
like the
element of
same
Denzel in every single character. Like he's a character that's smart, that's one who thinks on his toes real fast. The one that you underestimate him, that's the biggest mistake you can
But when
fucking
he
make.
became Malcolm so much that white people tattooed it on him. Like he
Yeah, that was
became
fire.
Malcolm. That shit was fun, and that was a dope ass tattoo.
that was a terrible idea.
I wasn't mad because you know what? The artist saved that tattoo. Yes, dude just need to play into it. He need to say, "I'm a fan of film, and this is the greatest film ever." Don't even talk about new Black Lives Matter. Don't even mention that, white boy. Just say you enjoy the film.
Man, you know what? I'm sick of Black Lives Matter signs. I'm sick of the T-shirts. I'm sick of white people wearing them. I'm sick of white people sitting on the corner. Hunk, if you hit Black Lives Matter, I'm tired of it. Like, go home. Every time I see a Black Lives Matter sign in
Man, it's
a
like-
white couple's yard, I know that nigga's trying to get me to come over to fuck his wife.
It's,
Like, that's how I feel every time I see that shit.
it's like I
Anyway,
It's like I told you the last time, dog. Like, don't fucking play my shit. And if I can't come over to the barbecue, and it don't be no problem, just don't play my shit.
yeah.
Don't put that Black Lives Matter out there.
No.
And if I come over there smoking my weed and turning up my trunk rattling when I pull up, and you gotta be like, damn, like.
Now, with that being said, in this movie, Black Lives Matter did matter because not one other than the dad,
Yeah, the
who
pop.
else? Who other black person died?
Well, technically,
There was no black people in the crowd.
Oh, damn. So, Black Lives Matter because it wasn't enough black lives to kill.
In the damn thing, yeah.
Damn, that's rough. So they keep.
I really don't. What is the big picture that he was trying to paint here? I
Well,
don't really know.
the way I understand.
I want to say something about respect in society, but I don't really.
I mean,
The
it's,
way
a,
I
it's a
underst-
horror film. Does it have to be about respect?
The way I
I mean,
understood it, bro, is that we all know what's eating us, but you don't want to look at it. And then if you look at it, it's gonna
consume.
You
you.
gotta
it's gonna consume you. Like the people, how many people you know they'll be like, I don't look at the news. Then why all this shit keep getting propagated?
Yeah.
All right, okay, so don't look at it. But if you don't look at it, it don't make it no better. because all
Yeah,
your
you can't
horses,
ignore it.
all your horses gonna get ate up anyway. So you ain't got no
Anyway.
horse.
Exactly.
So you either got to figure out how to kill that motherfucker or go through it.
Okay. I like that. I like that. I think,
And it don't give a fuck what you is.
it
It don't
don't.
give a fuck what you got going on. It don't give a fuck what you done lost.
It don't even
Don't
care
give
if
a
you
fuck
put
if-
up a big inflated facade. It's
It don't-
gonna
yeah.
consume everything.
It don't care if it get if I get along with you.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, if I could be real, I just saw a situation where y'all should have just sold the fucking farm and went on with your goddamn life.
No, and I feel like a main character, which I can't remember his character's name. OJ.
Otis Jr.
I don't know why his name is not sticking. OJ.
Cause you keep on trying to say his real name.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
You're
you
right.
keep on thinking of his real name.
He's a fantastic actor, but
I do know why.
What?
I do know why
What?
they didn't sell it. Like, well, come on, bro.
Oh yeah. He mentioned it. He said he was like, they were talking. Him and his sister were going back and forth about the beef that they had with their dad and how stubborn their dad was and everything else.
Like, she
And then-
even asked him why.
And how OJ hated the business that his dad left him. He hated the business. He hated doing it. He hated being in the spotlight. He hated being in the industry. But he was like, we gotta admit, our dad changed the game with this shit. So who am I to get this shit away? And that say something. And that's why that's what my takeaway was respect. It was overall the movie was talking about respect. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than everything else. You gotta respect it. You know.
Yeah, because again, spoiler alert. In the beginning, when they were at the commercial, the one thing that nigga was trying to get all the people around him was to respect the animal.
Yes.
And the motherfucker was like, man, I'll stand behind that bitch if I get up.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, and and it
His sister came in plugging all her side businesses.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, respect the respect the business.
goddamn business.
Like,
And then all the and I hate this, Jordan Peele did this, so don't come at me for saying this. All the white people were being white towards not only him, but to the animal itself.
his craft and everything.
Like,
yeah.
Like this nigga told him several times, yo, don't do that, don't do this, and then they just did it, and then they blamed him. He was like, well, you're fired. So was that fucking horse. Now, granted, in real life, if that happened, they still had to pay him for that entire contract. So he wouldn't have lost no money.
And he did alluded to Scorpion King, which I was trying to figure out the through line with that because he had the sweater on the whole second half of the movie. But Scorpion King, he said we didn't even use the horses.
Because you think about Dwayne Johnson rode the camel the whole fucking movie. And I thought about it when he said that. I was like, hold on, that nigga had a camel. Because he was talking shit about his camel. Matter of fact, the mummies, they rode camels too. He said camels are better anyway. And he was like, whatever. And then he beat him with a camel. First of all, there ain't no camel faster than a horse. Just go ahead and throw that out. That was cute.
I'll tell you
cinematically.
I'll tell you something I learned. Horses are fucking killers.
Oh yeah, they will stump a nigga to death.
Yes.
Nigga, get on Reddit and watch crazy fucking videos.
Motherfuckers.
Yes.
Dude, just a kick to the face can break your fucking jaw.
Man.
I'm talking about the slight kick. But if that nigga really didn't like you and he hit you with the double kick, oh nigga, you severed your spine. You ain't talking no more. Christopher Reeves be laughing at your ass.
Damn.
You can't even swallow.
That nigga dead.
Exactly. That nigga was never coming back. But yeah, it was just the movie to me was about, I guess the overall thing was really just respect.
That's what I take away. Like,
But the thing is, what was the alien looking for respect for?
I think it was just a predator. And it was and on a basic level of, if we're gonna continue on the respect end of it, on a basic level of respect, when you're dealing with something that is as much of a threat that you are, you got to come to an agreement with that, a respectful arrangement, and that's the only way you guys are gonna be able to remotely coexist. The moment one of y'all infringe on that, something happens. Something goes down. The whole it being allergic to latex thing, I didn't get.
No, it was
holistic alien.
It was,
I didn't know. I didn't get it.
It wasn't allergic to it.
It just can't.
What happened was it couldn't eat. Like it
ate everything. So how did it not know it couldn't?
He was shooting out change. That's how he killed the dad.
Yeah, he was shooting out keys and shit.
What I'm saying. It consumes all flesh, but like change, metals, signs, anything else it don't eat. Like it was
So,
spitting
so
out
how did it
signs
become a
and all sorts
goddamn
of shit.
Japanese
That too.
flag? Not flag, but
A kite. Yeah, some kind of kite. And that was I was like,
Then it took forever to eat a nigga at the end.
I was
Like, it kept on doing this little.
I think it.
Little
I think.
pillowcase.
I think it,
origami ass movement.
I don't
and
know.
shit.
I think that's what it opens up to. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't remember that.
During the movie, I gathered I was like, okay, so it takes on
I don't know.
whatever it's eating, but I'm like, because it was a cowboy hat for most of the movie, so I was like, I don't know what that's about.
I thought it was a sombrero.
No, it wasn't a cowboy hat. That's you just only seen it from the bottom,
I mean, it was a.
Yeah.
and then you've seen it from the side one time, and then like you've never seen it like out in the open. It was always running and doing some shit.
Yeah.
So I guess the plot hole that I glaringly think of is what the fuck was it doing before it killed the dad?
Yeah, like, we
Like,
never get it.
Like, what was it eating before the
Jordan-
dad died?
Jordan Peele, and I respect this about Jordan Peele.
Oh,
and I
it was eating the tour. It was eating the tourists.
So he was feeding the tourists. Yeah,
Because like if you think about it, right? If you think about it, right? Why was Glenn so interested in buying them fucking horses? And on top of that, it's like to find out like that is the show. You've been feeding this nigga my horses
Oh,
this entire
yeah.
time.
so that's what's been happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
because he was like it's being shy. Like, he alluded to the fact that I was expecting this to show up, but it is acting a little weird. But I was expecting this to show up.
Oh, it's here early.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
what
he
said.
tried to get he tried to get lucky. He tried to get lucky to go.
And Lucky was like,
nope. I heard about the boogeyman. Damn,
Lucky was not having it, man.
I didn't even really put that together. Nah, think about it.
Yeah, I forgot about that part of it. Yeah. He
Good
definitely
point.
did that.
All right. Okay, well now I see why.
Which again they missed, and that's why I feel like a lot that didn't really matter was left in, and a lot that really would have helped was cut out because there's something with the monkey and the floating shoe. Something was related with that, right? That was supernatural. It wasn't just the monkey acting out. There was something else happening. He even put the floating shoe in the museum, the tribute to the monkey. So it was a lot left out. I was like, damn, I feel like two movies happened, you know?
You know what's I actually read one review before we actually saw the movie, and one person literally felt there was like 4 movies in one.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because that's how
It could
felt
be.
to them.
Yeah, it could
Like
be.
it felt like
It really could be.
watching a
It was
Love
like
Death Robot type.
It was like Cloverfield for me.
It was
like-
like
Yeah,
an
it was a
anthology.
lot. Very,
It
very
was
much
like Cloverfield for
yeah.
me, and I can understand why people will hate this movie because the hate for Cloverfield was heavy,
Yeah.
but I thought it was a decent movie.
I mean,
I don't like Cloverfield Paradox though. That was trash. But all the
didn't-
other
I didn't watch
Cloverfield Lane or whatever, what was that one?
I only watched the one.
I know what you're talking
That
about.
one
I ain't
I
watched
literally
it.
only
And the
watched the
original
first one.
Cloverfield was my shit. I liked
I
it.
ain't watched it. The original one.
I don't like not steady cam. I don't like first person film type shit. Like it's cool, but it's boring after a while. For me.
Well, that's if you have the characters to fucking really drag you in, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's some that you really like. Oh my god, yeah.
I'm like, why? You ever watch a movie? It was like, man, you ain't dead yet. I just need you to die. I need an alien to come slurp you up and throw you in the ground and let you go. You know what I mean? So,
But you know, I think y'all are right. There was a lot left in this film that didn't need to be there.
it's gonna be a hell of a
I-
director's cut. That's all I mean.
Yeah, it's gotta be because
It's
like
gotta be.
there's a lot like that's unexplained,
It is.
and they took him 2 hours. He had plenty enough. Most movies are not that long nowadays.
It is a
So-
Jordan Peele.
It's a
movie.
Jordan Peele movie.
It is a Jordan Peele movie. What does it deserve an award?
Nah,
Probably
nah.
because I feel like his movies create their own categories. But other than that, like if you put it up
But so did
against,
Tyler Perry.
if you put it up against,
Nah, I beg to differ. On
if
that
you
one.
put it up against a bunch of if you put it up against a bunch of other different movies or movies that could have been made, then no, it's not gonna win. So he made his own category.
Right.
He made his own category. It's technically a horror movie, but we laughed way more
Man,
than we did.
than all of his, I would say all of his movies put
Yeah,
together.
I was.
Then
But we really laughed more so at Keke Palmer,
Yeah,
and a few
But it
a
was-
few Daniel moments too
So-
when he like
It wa- yeah, it's supposed
like he was like I should be smarter than this.
yeah. My boy opened that door and then
Yeah.
He looked up. He was like,
Nah,
nope. and went to sleep. That nigga went to sleep. He was
And
like,
the-
man,
yeah.
I can't do nothing. I might as well go to sleep.
I'm good.
But I do think another thing that's making me give it a strong rating of like a 7 is
It's a 8, bro.
is the experience, the overall experience. I think
I'll
Out of
upgrade
10,
it. I'll
out
upgrade
of
it back
10.
to a 7.
Out
Just
of
to be
10.
fair.
hear me out. I think, and this is just our isolated experience. We went to a very nostalgic retro theater in the heart of downtown Atlanta, in the heart of the South. This very old school thing, and you can tell they intentionally have kept it like that.
Yeah.
And they've maintained
I've
it like
seen
that.
plenty of movies in that place, Landmark Movie Theater.
And so, and the people who walking in, the type of patrons that come to this theater, I was paying attention. I was like, there's a certain energy that I was like, okay, cool. This encapsulates the sauce. And I know you can't. That's anecdotal. You can't recreate that all around the world, all around the country. No. But I do think it added to what Jordan Peele was trying to do. And I think you pointed out like The Harder They Fall. It was a lot of sauce of that, like where it's just like it's stylized, like it was just a lot of flavor put into it.
I said that
there was some hot sauce in that bitch.
I said that I think Jordan Peele saw The Harder They Fall and he was like, I want to make a Western.
Yeah.
And that's what this was.
Yeah. With no guns.
No guns, no.
Only gun they had was that camera. Mm-hmm. And now one thing I will say, just from being a person who works in film, I love the fact that it showed a person that works in production, and then it actually showed like the gear that people get in productions. Like throughout the movie, he was wearing a shirt, Killer Grips. So that's a grip company. Now, personally, I've never worked. I'm a grip myself, but I've never worked with that grip company. So to me, it was exciting. Like now, I want to find out who's the key grip for Killer Grips, or who's the person who started that grip company. And then they had other companies. I was waiting to see a Procam. You can see. Matter of fact, you see Panavision on one of the shirts. Like you actually see just a small taste.
He
of
pays
what
a lot of homage. I mean, the
he
animal
paid a lot of
handlers,
homage to just the movie industry in itself. And for me, that part of the movie meant to me just as much as the movie. The fact that he didn't try to you saw a dolly, you saw a crane, you saw the sound stage, you saw the director's chairs, you saw how they sit, the monitors, all that stuff. You saw the blue screen or the green screen in that situation. Now, what I didn't like is the fact that they didn't take that Marcus off the horse.
Yeah,
I was like, nah, you take those off, Playboy.
But
I think you know what? When I saw it, I was like, it must have been a reason. So I was looking for it later in the movie, but it just never came back up.
They
Right?
so much out of that movie.
So
man.
I didn't see it. So I'm not tripping.
Yeah,
I'm not tripping. I was like, damn, that's one of the things that puzzled me. I was like, why did they leave?
But so there was something that came out with somebody on Reddit or somebody online had said Jordan Peele is the new.
I appreciate you for that.
What's the Craven or what was the Wes Craven?
Yeah, and he was like, nah.
And he was like, nah. And I respect. And that's such a Jordan Peele response because, and you can see that in this movie where he's like, I am a major fan of film. First of all, I am a major fan of film, and I'm a massive nerd of the horror genre. So you're not gonna inflate me. Like, let me be me. Let me do me. You know what I'm saying? So I do respect that. And you see a lot of that kind of that kind of humbleness in this work. You know?
Yeah, I will say first and foremost, I really do actually appreciate seeing the film, and honestly, I'm happy to see Jordan Peele going in directions that he's going. Just as a director, this man went from. I remember this man was on Mad TV, and I was like, who the fuck are these two black dudes that are making this TV show a lot better to coming up with their own version on what Mad TV did and made it their own? It really showed that they didn't write that bullshit. Mm-hmm. And now this dude's writing,
and
directing and producing a whole new genre.
A whole new genre.
That's very, very inclusive and representative of black culture. Though I do wish He'll make black people just a little bit more. Get the fuck out my face. Like it's just because to me it's so many times that you watch white people do stuff and you just like, come on, nigga, be a nigga right now, and they'll be like, nope. Just like the movie, nope, I am not gonna stoop to that level. Like it takes a long time to make black people in his movies stoop to that level.
Yeah.
Like they're always like, I'm not gonna be that. I'm not gonna be a stereotype. But then at the end of the day, being that stereotype is kind of what they should have been in the first place. Skeptical as fuck.
I see what you're saying because I went through the 3 movies in my head while you were talking. I was like, yeah, we haven't got any examples of that yet.
Yeah,
we get close to it, and then that character does the exact opposite. You know,
he's just sitting there like, come on, man, just be a nigga for once. Come on, Barack. Anyway,
yeah,
I think that's gonna wrap up this our first episode of doing a movie review, and we had a good time.
Fresh out the theater. I think we should do another one.
No doubt. We definitely gonna keep on the lookout. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, I am your host, Anthony Truth Gary. Who came today?
J5.
J Fizz-Eye.
Nope, no.
The nigga that shall remain nameless.
Child support ain't gonna get me.
You heard the ladies. You're not gonna find them. Peace.